Hi guys, it's Izzy, and sorry if you clicked on this video thinking it was going to be a really light-hearted, normal type of ridiculous video from me. Yeah, today's video is going to be a lot more like serious and about a serious topic. But anyway, I hope that you still stick around and have a watch, at least give me a chance to speak out about what I'm talking about, because I used to talk about mental health a lot on my channel and I haven't actually done a video in about, well, it's been at least a year, I don't think. So I definitely think it's time to talk up about mental health again, and recently I came across a video. It's called Depression is All in Your Head, and it is by the wonderful, lovely, sensitive Nicole Arbor.
Dear fat people.
Yeah, remember her? Like, initially I was going to do a reaction video to this, but like even in the reaction I couldn't even express like my thoughts that I was thinking towards this video and her logic behind depression. The first thing is that she called it why depression is all in your head. And I just want to say, like, yeah, it is all in your head. Just like, you know, lung cancer is just all in your lungs, you know?
Only one person can get you out of depression, and that is you. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. Oh no, I'm holding you accountable for your own feelings.
She's saying it as if though people with depression want to suffer with depression and that they should be held accountable. Like, I'm pretty sure if people with depression had the choice not to have depression, then, you know, maybe they wouldn't choose to feel the worst way you can possibly feel about yourself.
We have amazing technology. Grocery stores full of food and seats that heat up your butt in the winter.
Like, because we've got really good technology, we've got like iPads and seats that warm up your bum, you know, there's no need for any mental health illnesses. Let's just all decide not to have one because we've got technology now.
Our brains are always changing and we can change our brain. Yeah. Do something fun, get a nice hit of dopamine.
I think she's actually cured depression. If you're feeling sad, just do something fun. Love that. Love that logic.
And the other 90% of our happiness is accounted to how we process the world. Hey, isn't that amazing? Happiness can be a choice.
Something I literally can't stand is when people are like, oh, you're feeling sad, why don't you just choose to be happy? Oh, you've got a broken leg, why don't you just walk it off?
Go inside and figure out, what haven't I processed that's doing this? You're in a job you hate surrounded by people you don't like. You're with a partner that you know isn't good for you. Your friends are a bunch of dicks. You're depressed because you stopped listening to yourself.
Okay, so she's saying that there's gotta be a reason behind depression, like, oh, you hate your job and all that. But some people on paper have the best life you can possibly imagine and still have depression because there's just no like actual cause for it.
By the way, you look great today.
I actually feel uncomfortable when she tries to be nice, like it just comes off so false, like. And plus she's so good at giving compliments anyway.
Dear fat people.
This is actually the longest 6 minutes and 18 seconds of my life.
Find something to be excited about. Going on a vacation, meeting up with friends, because that is fantastic.
Again, like she's saying, just find stuff to be excited about. Like, people with depression, sometimes they can have the most exciting things lined up, you know, like concerts, holidays, but you just don't feel the excitement. It's like they know they should be excited for it, but they can't physically feel it. So even if they booked loads and loads of stuff that they should be excited for, it's not just a case of, oh, I actually am excited for it. It's just like feeling numb. It's actually making me angry to feel. I literally can't listen to her say it's all in your head one more time. I think we got the message. Like, in my reaction video, I saw the way in which she was like thinking and the logic behind what she was saying, but it's still clear that she has no idea what she's talking about. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not a mental health expert, but I know people that have been through depression, and yeah, like literally what she's going on about just is not true. And it's a really insensitive way of portraying depression, and it's making people feel like they should be the victims and that they're completely in control about their feelings and their mental health illnesses. Depression is an illness just like any other. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And I think the way she's almost like victim blaming people for having depression in this video, just literally, it just does so much more damage than I think she even knows. Like, I'm 100% sure she just put that video out there just to cause her like controversy, but I hope she doesn't realise herself how much like damage she can do by putting a video out there, because in a way, if she does realise that, that is actually disgusting to do a video like that. Like, I initially tried to do a reaction video to this, but I was just speechless. Like, And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I know there's people out there that agree with Nicole Arbor that clearly haven't gone through, you know, clinical and chronic depression. Like, it's one thing to have situational depression. Like, sure, people that are made homeless can get depression, but also millionaires can get depression. It's an illness that doesn't pick and choose who gets it. Situational factors can definitely contribute towards depression. From watching Nicole's video, I definitely think that if she did go through depression herself, like she says she has, it's definitely situational and not, you know, chronic depression where she can't get out of bed. Like, I'm not here to point fingers at who may have depression and all that. It's not my place to say, and if she says she did have depression, then, you know, again, it's not my place to say. But just because she can get herself out of it does not mean that everyone else can. And what she's doing is putting shame on people who are going through depression by just saying they can get out of it themselves. Like, people struggle enough to even speak about depression and even speak out about wanting help and needing help, and to say, oh, you can just do it yourself. But that's going to put off so many people who do need to seek help, like actually do it. But I did note a few points that I think she was trying to make in that video. She was just like being insensitive about it, but like she had a few points which I think she was trying to make. So she did say that there is too much focus on depression being like devastating and life-changing, and not enough focus on the fact that depression can be cured, which I do to some extent actually agree with. Like, I don't think there's enough like focus from like the media and everything that depression can be cured. Like, it's almost seen as being a bit hopeless once you've got depression. There's not enough emphasis on people who have made it through depression and that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I feel like it can be a bit off-putting for people with depression to just hear the negatives about it. And I think there should be more of an emphasis that people can get through it, but it's a process. And again, if you can't get through it by yourself, if you do need to seek help for it, there is no shame in doing that. And then she's going on about like living a healthy lifestyle, healthy mind, healthy body, all that, which is true. Like, sometimes if you're having a bad day, like doing a little workout can really help get you back into the swing of things. And, you know, eating healthy, you are what you eat and all that. But again, I just don't think that she understands that just living a healthy lifestyle isn't a cure for depression. It's not just a matter of, oh, I'll do something that's happy, I'm gonna get a little bit of dopamine in me and I'm gonna be all good. Again, depression is an illness, and it's not just going to be cured by doing a few sit-ups. And the last thing that really got to me with her video was the fact that she was shaming antidepressants. Now, antidepressants exist for a reason, and I just think it's so dangerous to like try and put people off antidepressants if they need them. Like, she was saying how they work on some people and they don't work on others. Just because they work on some people and not others, I really don't see the valid point in trying to suggest that no one should take antidepressants. Like, she described herself as being like numb or something when she was on antidepressants, or emotionless, I think is the word that she used. Like, I get that being on antidepressants isn't going to be the cure of depression, and that there is an underlying cause for the depression that isn't going to help if you just like keep taking antidepressant pills. However, some people can only function as a result of taking these antidepressants. So if prescribing someone antidepressants, it's going to lead them to actually start to feel a bit better about themselves so that they can go out and try and seek the cure for their depression. Why try and take that away from people? Like, I really don't think people like Nicole Arbor and all her little supporters understand how severe some cases of depression are, and how dangerous it actually is to try and tell people that it's just all in their head and it's their fault if they don't get out of it. So that was just a few thoughts on my reaction of depression being all in someone's head. Like, yeah, just because it is in someone's head doesn't mean it's not a problem. So yeah, I just want to say, if anyone out there is suffering with any mental health illness, I'm going to leave a few links in the description below for like people that you can contact. And I just want to say, please ignore everything that people like Nicole Arbor say. They clearly don't know what it's like to have a severe mental illness, and you shouldn't feel any shame for feeling like you're suffering from a mental illness and that you need help. If you need help, please reach out to someone, a friend, a family member, make a doctor's appointment. Like, doctors are there, your GP's there to listen to you for any problem that you may have, whether it's physical or mental. You're never going to be wasting anyone's time by reaching out and saying, listen, I need help with my mental illness. Especially if it's a doctor, like, that's what they're there for, whether it's physical illness or a mental illness. Please do not suffer alone. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be talking about mental health more on my channel, because it's just such an important topic and there's still such a huge stigma against it. So if you have any requests for mental health topics, please let me know in the comments. And yes, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and you're not alone if you're suffering. Thank you, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!